What is up, 614 crew? I hope that you guys are all doing fantastic today. As you guys can tell by today's title, we are going to be going over my camera equipment. I have it all laid out behind me. I'm not going to try to make this video too long. I do one of these about every single year. But I've been getting a lot of questions lately on what I use, what I recommend to beginners when it comes to vlogging, and this whole entire video is about vlogging. If you're here for like makeup tutorials or any other type of video, this is not going to be the one for you. Click off this, go find something that fits your niche more. But with that being said, let's go ahead and let's get started with my camera equipment. Starting off on piece one, I'm actually not going to go over my camera first, and that is because a lot of magic happens in editing software. I use a Razer Blade 15. I think it's the 2018 model. It has a Core i7 8th generation processor, 16 gigabytes of RAM, and an NVIDIA 1060 Ti Max Q. If you don't know about computers, it's okay. I will leave everything down in the description below if you guys would like to check out the equipment that I am using. That way it will take you right to it. But yes, I edit on this. This is my main workstation. I take this thing everywhere with me, every place that I go. In Tennessee, I was editing on this. Camden was editing on this. This thing's an absolute beast. I use Adobe Premiere Pro for my editing software. I know people use like Final Cut, which is like Mac specific. There's other softwares. I just feel comfortable with Adobe Premiere. That's why I've always used it. I've been using it for about a year and a half. They haven't changed too many things. So yeah, I have really nothing to complain with Adobe Premiere. I recommend you guys checking it out. It's like 20 bucks a month, but it's super high end. Okay, now getting into the meat and potatoes of the vlogging setup. My vlogging setup is pretty extreme. I honestly think that I have one of the most extreme vlogging setups, especially for an amateur vlogger with only like 367 subs. But I love camera equipment. I love spending my money on camera equipment. I don't know why, it's just what I do. I mean, I spend a lot of money on my cars and cameras. It's just what I do. But for my main camera, I have a Sony a6500. The reason why I'm just showing you guys the box is because that's what I'm actually recording on right now. And coupled with that, I am using the Zeiss 16-70 f4 lens. This lens is an absolute beast, even though it only has an f-stop of 4. It's still so crisp, so clear, and it does pretty good in low light, but it's not the absolute best. So coupled with that, in order to fix the low light, I actually have this little guy here, and I made a video about this. I don't actually even remember the name, so I brought the box up here. It's called the Litra Torch 800 Lumen. And remember, all this stuff is linked down in the description, so if you guys want to check out any of my equipment, just go down there and I will have an Amazon link or somewhere even cheaper than that. But yes, this is a mini tiny light. It basically just mounts into a hot shoe or cold shoe of your camera, and it just gives you a lot of light for like how small this thing is. This thing has been an absolute lifesaver. If you are having problems with your camera in low light, definitely pick one of these things up. I forget how much I paid for this. I paid 80 bucks. And 80 bucks is a lot better than spending 400 to 800 bucks on a new lens. Go and pick up a Litra Torch 800 Lumen. I cannot recommend that thing enough. While we're still on my camera, I also use a Rode Videomic Pro Plus. I was thinking between the Rode Videomic Pro and the Pro Plus. Honestly, I didn't see too many differences, but I was seeing a lot of people complain on the Pro that it doesn't automatically turn on when you turn your camera on. So they were losing a lot of audio in their clips, and I just didn't want to risk that, so I went and spent the 70 extra bucks to get the Pro Plus. That way when I turn my camera on, I know that my shotgun mic is going to be recording. That way I don't have to worry about anything, and it gets really annoying when you lose your audio when you go to edit and post. Most annoying thing in the entire world, because audio is literally half of your entire video. Whether you could go and spend, I think my camera was like $2,500, but if I don't have a shotgun mic, my audio is going to be trash and nobody's going to want to watch my video. So I do highly recommend investing in a shotgun mic. I put this up here just to kind of demonstrate. This is a Manfrotto Pixie. I used to use this thing. I really did love it. I highly recommend this over a Joby. I've used so many Jobys in the past. I really just hate GorillaPods. That's my personal opinion. If you love them and they work for you, that's cool. But I used a Manfrotto Pixie, which is 30 bucks. It worked for a solid, like a really long time. But the problem was it was too short for me. So I wanted something with the same build quality, but I just wanted something a little bit taller. So I did some research and I found this. It is called the Sir Yui. Basically what this thing looks like, it is a miniature tripod. It looks kind of like a Manfrotto Pixie. The legs fold down. I can't show you this right now because you guys are actually set up on this. It's 80 bucks. Honestly, for the money, best tripod in the whole entire game. Super, super portable. And it's just, the build quality on it, it's all metal. Ball bearings everywhere, ball head. It comes with all that. It's just such a solid product, and I feel like overall I've built the ultimate vlogging rig. It is a little heavy. It's like, if I had to guess, it's 7 to 10 pounds, but I honestly love the thing. So that is the main setup of my camera. I do have side additional things, but these things are things that you definitely do not need. They are just very, very nice to have, and they're very convenient to have with you at all times. I would show you the actual product, but it's actually at my girlfriend's house right now. All the clips that you guys see when I go to water parks, or like when I went tubing at snow trails, things like that, I can't be taking this huge camera. So I have this GoPro Hero 6. It is not the Hero 7, actually fun story. I bought this a month before the 7 came out. Didn't even know the 7 was releasing. Kind of bummed about that, but honestly all they changed was they added gimbal-like steady control or something like that. I forget what they're calling it. But honestly, not that big of an upgrade for me. If you can pick up a Hero 6 for cheap, like $100 off a 7, I would highly recommend one of these. It comes in handy when you gotta go to those extreme places that a big camera setup cannot. Next on my list, I have not used this thing in a super, super long time. It is the Mavic Pro. I don't know, they're getting really, really complicated with their names. But yes, this is the first generation Mavic. I bought this thing thinking that I was gonna use it all the time. And honestly, I have not. I crashed it once, that's why you guys can see here, there is a little hairband holding my little plastic piece on, because if you guys might recall, back in 2017 when me and Camden went to Tennessee, I actually crashed this thing into a tree, and then it suffered from like a 150 feet drop. But it's still working, so that must say something about their build quality. But yeah, it's a drone. You guys know what they do. Captures cool aerial shots. I need to start using this thing more. I don't know why I haven't, honestly. It's just, it takes a long time to set up. My vlogs are really run and gun. I'm in like an area for maybe 30 minutes, then I move on to a different area. But yeah, I would like to see a lot more use out of this thing in 2019. I probably flew it a total of 5 times in 2018, so. And going back to the GoPro really quick, I do use 2 main mounts. This would probably be my favorite. I do have a head strap, but I'm gonna show you guys a little tip. The head strap actually comes with this mount. It is a hat clip, I'm pretty sure, but I definitely do not use it that way. So basically what this is the GoPro goes in here, it sits in there, you fold it up, you close it, everything like that. This is supposed to be to where you clip it onto your hat, but what I actually do with it, I forget where I learned this from, but I actually figured that you can just put this in your mouth like this, and you capture sweet POV shots. Especially, they're like way better than the head strap, because the head strap puts the GoPro like up here, where this keeps it eye level with you, so wherever your eyes are, is where the camera's pointing. I think it's a super neat trick. The only bad thing is you do have to buy this in order to get this. I have not used my head strap once since I've got this thing. I can understand if you need to be talking during the video, like if you're a moto vlogger or something like that, the head strap would be better for you. That way you can at least still talk, because when this is in your mouth, it's kind of hard. But yeah, overall, I think that this is the best GoPro attachment that you can buy. I know that a lot of people don't throw this into their camera setups and stuff like that, but I'm gonna go ahead and do it just because, I don't know, it's what I carry around with me every single day. It just makes sense. I use Apple AirPods when I am editing on the go. Why? Because these things are so small, they're so portable. The battery life is insane on these, and they're not cumbersome. Like, I can just toss these in my bag, I can toss these in my pocket. Whenever I get the chance to edit, I can just pull these out. They pair instantly, even with Windows devices. These are a no-brainer. When I'm at home, I still even use these. Like, I have a pair of Astro A50s, a pair of Sennheiser PXC 550s that I could be editing with, but I still go back to these. And okay, we're coming down to the end of the video, so let me go ahead and go into the middle. I'm gonna answer the question that I said at the beginning of the video. What do I need to start doing YouTube? And honestly, all it is your cell phone. Because your cell phone already has a great camera built into it. It's an absolute no-brainer. I feel like everyone should start YouTube off with their phone before they go and spend a bunch of money on a camera setup, because there's some people, I see them go and drop like $1,000, $2,000 on the camera. They do YouTube for like 2 months, and then they stop posting videos. That camera's just laying around. Start YouTube off with your phone. Honestly, phone cameras have like evolved so much. You can even get shotgun mics for just a freaking iPhone or a Galaxy phone. I don't recommend that you film with a Galaxy personally. It takes great photos. I don't think the video is all that great, kind of still choppy. I don't know what they're doing. But if you have an iPhone, definitely start recording on your iPhone. That's all you need. It's already in your pocket. You don't have to go out and spend a ton of money. Well guys, that is going to wrap it up for this video. That is all my camera equipment that I use day to day, day in and day out. It's all sitting right here. I pack it all into my low pro bag. Bag's an absolute beast. I did a review on it a while ago. It'll be in the top right now if you would like to go and check that out. But with that being said, I hope that you guys did enjoy. Make sure you smash the like button as always. Subscribe to the channel. We are at 367 right now. But yeah, hit that sub button. We will be doing a giveaway at 500 subs. I hope that you guys enjoyed, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.